Standing outside the Moravian bookshop where the colony Meadery is inside in the back through the main entrance right here. And I'm not what's called a foodie or a food critic or anything, or even a food. I'm a type where as long as it tastes good, or a lot of cases, as long as it's cheap and I can afford it, goes into my mouth, goes into my stomach, my body requires it. That's the type of person with food. But I do have things that I do love. And over here I just try to sample. I happen to love mushrooms. I can eat mushrooms, buy them in a store, eat them straight, bring them home, eat them straight out of the pack. Steak, burgers, pizza, you name it. And I happen to love meat and beef. And I was fortunate enough to try a sample of their Japanese beef and mushroom soup. Now, I will say one thing right off. Now the broth in it and the overall flavor, the combination of ingredients, which please stop by and ask them. I have no clue as to what's in it. I don't cook. My idea of cooking is microwave and a grill. But the combination of different ingredients, especially in the broth, almost had like a beef stew flavor to it. Not a soup. It just, everything really brought out the mushroom and the mushroom flavor in it, which I happen to love. I really taste it, even in after the initial taste wore off, even a little bit the aftertaste of it. I could still really taste the mushroom, and the beef in it the beef flavor in it though was strong, but not overpowering. And like I said, everything almost like emphasized the mushroom flavor to it. The mushroom flavor was very smooth and mild, just like if you're at home making your own beef stew. It had, and also another thing I loved about this, it had the true homemade flavor and taste to it. This is, and with that extra ingredient, like we really care, and we really care about the food we make here, and we're going to put that extra intangible ingredient that puts the home cooked food over the top, in places that serve true home cooked food, just over the top, and gives it the edge over everyone else. And that is the true type of flavor that the Japanese beef and mushroom soup had here. It's the first time I actually tried one of the soups here, and it's definitely, if you're in Bethlehem on Main Street, especially since there's a chance you may be here for the holiday season coming up, definitely, if the right, and I'm sure knowing the Meadery, everyone here, the same quality goes into all their food and all their soups. You definitely want to make this place a stop to, especially with cold weather coming in finally, to stop to warm up with some great food, and especially some of their hot soup. I highly recommend this. And this is just me saying I gave them several compliments, saying this is just amazing. Now I was informed that they do rotate their soups every day, but the Japanese beef and mushroom soup is definitely in the rotation. So if you really want to try this, just check to see what their soup of the day is, and at some point it will come back up again. But I highly recommend this, because I was expecting something like your typical teriyaki, typical Japanese dish. This was, in my opinion, was nothing like that. It was like a true American, homemade, 100%, mom and dad made it as a kid, beef soup or beef stew. So definitely, if you're in the Allentown, in Lehigh Valley, come over to Bethlehem, stop by the Colony Meadery over here at the Moravian Bookshop. Try the excellent food. And by the way, you definitely have to. They do, obviously serve meat here. Definitely highly recommend it. It's definitely my personal favorite tea tax house. If you love fruit, highly recommend Wu-Tang Clan. They have a wide variety here, a wide variety of meats here. They have flights that you can, real small samples if you're not sure what you like. Just overall, it's a great place to stop by. take a break, especially once the holiday season kicks into full gear. Take a break, warm up, and just relax and have a good time with you, especially if you whether you're just by yourself or with your family and friends.